Disengaged.
Hi, it's 1975. Welcome to the Dangerous on the Xbox One, and today I've got something that I don't get up to all that often. I was actually doing this as a favour. The feds were having issues with conflict zones in this area and asked me to come up here and fight a few conflict zones for them. And over the course of a couple of days, I cleared a load of conflict zones, helping them win 2 days. While I was doing this, Commander Scooby of the Dark Marauders was actually over at the CG, which was a conflict zone CG, and he got himself into the top 10 for that CG. So congratulations to Commander Scooby. The boy is a monster when it comes to CZs. He is a machine when it comes to CZs. When we were up in Corcosa fighting for the Nameless, he was absolutely and utterly just clearing zone after zone after zone. I don't really have a good PvE ship. As I said in a recent video, I don't really go in for PvE ships. I just whack on a load of crap, and I don't have a ship that has those sort of weapons that means I can stay in the zone forever and a day. I'm very much a guy that really goes in for janky, weird weapons. So my Beam de Lance is kind of probably one of my better ships for CZs because the beams are okay. Though I do have a tendency to melt myself if I stay in too many zones. I should really get a ship together specifically for res sites and stuff like that. But I would probably do a ship like Scooby's, which is a really awesome, really powerful corvette, and he has basically 2 loadouts, one for PvE, one for PvP, and it basically is the 2 huges switch round into Plasmax for PvP, and they're back to being pulses for PvE. But an all-phasing pulse laser corvette can certainly handle itself in PvP, and while his preferred preference is to have the Plasmax on there, he's got no problem fighting people with all the pulse lasers and just dominating people in that corvette. His corvette is decently tough. He's fought a lot of people in it in 1v1s and stuff like that. He always happy to answer a Challenger corvette, even though he's not the best corvette pilot in the world. He's definitely someone who's always happy to answer a challenge and will always give it his all, which is why he was the first person I thought to fight when I got my corvette finished, because Scooby spends a lot of his time in corvettes, and like I say, he is a monster when it comes to CZs. When it comes to PPI attacks, if we can do PPI to a point where we can force a war, that's it. Scooby will just go in there, and Scooby will take on an entire faction of 50 people on his Todd and just win conflict zone after conflict zone. You really have to get out of there to win more conflict zones than Scooby can clear. I had this weird thing happen though. I don't know if this happens to you, but every time a CZ finished here, there was always a couple of ships left just stationary, which were like really easy. It was very handy when I was using my Type 10 because I was always able to collect a lot of materials. I was switching between this and my Type 10 because my Type 10's got collector limpets and basically a garbage truck in space that sits around conflict zones, quite often scooping up cargo, sitting there, relaxing while Scooby's clearing the rest of the conflict zone for me, and I'm just collecting the materials and chipping in occasionally with the odd ship. But Scooby is a monster when it comes to CZs, and like I say, his corvette, with all the phasing lasers that he's got on there, the way it's set up, it's got ridiculously strong shields, sort of cell banks for ages, and he very rarely has to use a cell bank. He just plows through conflict zone after conflict zone after conflict zone, and he can clear them very, very quickly solo or in a wing, and he's just a beast. And this is why he ended up getting top 10 in the most recent community goal. So I thought I'd give him a shout out, and I'll say that's all. Thank you for watching there, and I'll just leave you with this clip as he goes back into the conflict zone, flips another one. That's all. Thank you very much for watching.
4, 3, 2, 1.